I'd like to get back to that anger that you were talking about a short time ago. Tea Party activists are trying to recall Senator Robert Menendez, a Democrat from New Jersey, because he supports Obamacare. They're collecting signatures for a petition. Can we expect more attempts at recalling members of Congress who maybe aren't representing the will of the people?
I think there's a lot of people around the country who are watching what's happening in New Jersey, because there are lots of people around the country who want to recall their representatives and who want to recall their senators. There's a real question as to whether that will pass constitutional muster or not. I've actually introduced legislation that would enshrine that ability in the citizenry of America, that they can have the opportunity to recall their representatives and recall their senators when they believe that these individuals are working outside of the will of their constituents. So a lot of people are going to watch the case in New Jersey to see if it actually does move forward and whether the courts approve of that process. If the courts strike it down, I've got the legislation introduced and ready to move that will enable the Tea Party folks, but other folks, other citizens, to do the same thing, to begin the process of recalling their elected representatives. A number of states have this opportunity. I think we should have it at the federal level.
What role do you think the Tea Party plays in this debate, and what should those who are against this bill be doing to put a stop to it?
Oh, I think the Tea Party folks are a huge part of this debate. The whole health care process is one that is kind of fueling the Tea Parties, because they see Washington as being arrogant and out of step with where they want to go. So whether it is about what's going on with health care, uncontrolled spending, and these types of things, the Tea Party definitely is having an influence on public policy today. It will also have a major impact in the elections in November. I think, if the Tea Party movement had not existed, I think it's very possible that we would have had health care passed already, and the president would be trumpeting the fact that he had passed national health care. I think the Tea Party movement has been instrumental in derailing that effort. I just hope they continue to be active and involved and successful over the coming days and weeks.
Do you think the Tea Party will put forth a presidential candidate, a third-party candidate in 2012?
Oh, I don't think so. I think that they recognize that their best method to influencing the political process and driving the agenda that they want is to get one of the national parties to embrace their agenda, and that party's nominee would embrace many of the policies that they are advocating for, and that their best strategy is to influence and to improve and modify the policies of a political party, not to create their own and perhaps split their vote and enable, we know what we're talking about. Their best bet is to influence and change the Republican Party, not to split the party, not to split conservatives and allow the Democrats and the liberals to re-elect or elect a president in 2012. All
right, Representative Pete Hoekstra, thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us. It's always good to see you here on Newsmax TV.
Thanks.
And thank you for watching Newsmax TV.